the fact that you're sending it out is a concern. People are not reading it, and we need to be creative in terms of how we can help others. And I am fully responsible for reading it and following through, but at the same time, I'm thinking of other ways that we can actually get this communication out.
Well, I have some theories about that, and I'd be more than happy to share that with you at some point.
So one of the members wants to clarify one thing about enrollment.
Sure.
Daryl, did you want to speak to enrollment?
Can we all take a look at Daryl in the back?
So it's not reduced to 120 actually. Now,
Well, that's what Jeff had just mentioned.
okay, the total enrollment will be down about 100 students.
By
The
100?
total enrollment, that includes undergrad, grad, ELI, and distance education, professional studies, and it is down. So we have peaked at one point, but this is not just new students. So this is the overall number that we're seeing a decrease in.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Bob?
I would agree with Daryl, and I think it's important to remember, I do work in the Office of Admissions. We're bringing in new students to Gallaudet as undergrad students and graduate students, but people are leaving too. So when they leave, they're graduating, of course, our numbers go down. So it's important to remember that the 120 students down, and that's what Jeff mentioned, 120, is not only because of the decline in enrollment, it's also because we've graduated quite a few students, so just keep that in mind.
Okay. Let me make sure I have everyone's attention. So first of all, I am not going to disagree with what you're saying. I'm not, though, comfortable with a conservative estimate or a guess. And conservative guess, the worst would be that we would be unprepared. So that's, again, a very conservative estimate, and
Sequestration was a conservative.
the sequestration was also a conservative guess. So if the worst thing happens, I'd rather us be able to be relieved rather than not be prepared. So I want to prepare for the worst in that case. I hope you see what I'm coming from. It's not a negative aspect, it's just talking about the theory. So I just find it very challenging that many of us are professional staff, and we need more people to explain to us over and over again. And just to be honest, I'm having a hard time accepting that. I just cannot understand that. I'm sorry. It makes me feel frustrated because you all are hired as professional staff here. You have reading ability. If you don't understand something, just ask me. Oh. If something's not clear, email me. I'm more than happy to sit down with you, or call Bob, or call other people for help. Many staff's attitudes right now are just, the morale is so low. I just want to emphasize something here. Paul Kelly, he is our #1 friend right now, our #1 advocate. PK, Paul Kelly, is our #1 friend right now. He is open and willing to work with us to find a way to save our jobs. Either you become assertive, read those emails, ask questions, or you don't. It's that simple. All of you are busy. Who has time to explain to another one what these emails say? It's not fair. But I'm available. You can email me. Email me. I'll sit down with you, and I'm more than happy to talk with you. If I don't know, I'll find the answer. I have access to the answers. Paul Kelly will tell me. He'll tell me to say this or that, and I'll do that. But if you're not assertive, if you're not reading your emails, I know you're frustrated. I know we've had the same issues here at Gallaudet, but since Tuesday, what did Paul say? He said, if you want change happening and you want to sit and complain, nothing's going to happen. He said that. Paul said that on Tuesday during his, Mark, thank you. Mark Seeger said that during the customer service training about how his parents became ambassadors of Gallaudet and how so much energy they had, regardless of how bad it would be. His parents were still so motivated to be ambassadors for Gallaudet. I want that from you. If not, do you think, I think administration will make the right decisions to help us? No. They're busy. They have a full plate. So please send me your ideas. Let's save our friends from getting fired or laid off or have a reduction of their salary. Please help. Come on. I mean, this is hard for me to express because I just feel like, why? You know, come on, everyone.
Maybe some people like to work in groups in order to come up with ideas and bounce ideas off of. So if you want to get in groups and talk about this, we could get together for lunch or have this every Friday or maybe once a week downstairs in the Rathskeller area, so we can get together and talk about different ideas and submit them to you.
That's completely fine. I strongly would encourage that.
Okay.
All right? Let's move on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just wanted to add to what she said. I think one of the committees maybe can host or run or facilitate and schedule a meeting. Maybe the Staff Development and Welfare Committee. It seems natural for that committee to host something like that, so maybe we could do that.
I actually talk about committees later, but we can talk about it now. So Staff Development Welfare, current committee systems right now are having a hard time moving because we have such a low participation. We have maybe 2 or 3 people involved with one committee, and then we have 2 or 3 or 4 projects that we can't handle. So that's the issue there. GSC's, our strength comes from the committee systems. Not from me. I'm just a head here talking. I'm the buffer taking the hits from the administration, but the committees is what makes this function and successful. So please ask your friends to join a committee. All right, moving on. I got a complaint on Tuesday that I'd like to share with you about the past GSAC, Staff Advisory Council. Some of the members are complaining that we are having too much fun. They feel a little left out. So I told them, it's sad, but I love this group, and I'm going to be here. So if you want to join the fun, they can come with us. If not, sorry, we're going to still be fun. So what we're doing now is that I'll meet with Elaine. I've already actually talked with her, and to talk about the past and to talk about our future endeavors. So we want to recognize the service that you have as professional development. Okay? So what that means is that any certification plus a letter from the president will be put in your file for your participation. It's a work in progress. Give me until the end of July to work this out. I also would like to encourage the committee members to set up some kind of event where you can invite past officers to come and intermingle and to have fun together, okay? And then the previous administration will also receive certification as well. So we do have some challenges ahead, especially with enrollment, and that was the reason for Tuesday's training. So please, practice your smile. Get up in the morning. Look in that mirror. Smile at yourself. Remember, you're coming to Gallaudet. Put that smile on, okay? So by the time the students get here in September, the whole place should be shining with all of your smiles, and the students may even be a little frightened by that. So please, practice your smile. Staff morale. I know that you all are very tired. Don't give up. We have a good thing here going, okay? I'm so proud of you, but don't give up. Keep going, all right? Some staff, we have some staff reductions that will be coming, so please be supportive of each other and be sensitive to each other. People are losing their jobs, and this is no laughing matter. I hope that no one loses their jobs, but we hope that those 20 can stay and find another way to save money. That's my personal goal. I need all of you to start thinking about how you can mentor your staff. If you knew of a new staff in a particular department, bring them in, talk with them, help them learn, navigate, the systems, and mentor them. Your knowledge needs to be passed on to them to help Gallaudet grow. Okay, ideas. Someone sent me an idea and I thought, oh, I didn't think about that. So let's talk about it now. The tower clock, the annual recognition of staff. Maybe we should do something. But the GSC and staff have not been recognized. There's been no peer recognition. Like faculty, they have their faculty recognition for all faculty. But what about staff? Why don't we have any recognition? Okay, so I'm going to work with the vice chair to come up with a committee to focus on that. It's going to be a lot of work, but that's something I want to do. Now, next week, we have a staff dialogue. The purpose of it is to talk about when the president will be elected or selected. I don't want the staff to get out of control and be upset. I mean, you do have a right to feel upset, especially if your friend didn't get selected. But how we approach the discussion, it has to be formal. It's going to be a formal dialogue. We also have our required retreat coming up, and we'll share with you the date soon. So please come. Please represent and have our representatives come here. We need to set up a communication structure where we can represent our particular units. So that's going to be happening at the retreat. Any questions? All right, thank you. Vice Chair, I'm out, and the Vice Chair is, the Vice Chair is out, and then we'll go on to the bylaw committee.
Yep. Okay, I need a copy.